All right. So now we're on step 4, and we're going to talk just a little bit about chemical formula. Okay, there's just one question to go over here. Chemical formula from the symbols of elements, right? Sodium is the symbol, Na is the symbol for sodium, and Cl is the symbol for chlorine. The chemical formula, that's our shorthand notation for what elements are in one molecule, okay? So we take the symbol of the metal and the symbol of the non-metal and just put them together, all right? So write the chemical formula. It's in this document several times before, so it's a little deceptive. So this is a little notation that I wanted to include because I also want people to be able to create more complicated chemical formulas. I think for where we're at right now, it's okay if this is about as far as we go, because when we start doing chemical reactions, we'll have to be able to write out correct chemical formula. So I just wrote this note about it in general. So if we have the absence of numbers, like these little superscripts, like right here, right? That little number, that little 2, it's implied to be 1. So in NaCl, there's one sodium atom and there's one chlorine atom in that molecule. These little numbers mean different things for different types of molecules. In the case of my ionic molecule, they have to do with balancing out the charge. So calcium in this example, right, if we go to your periodic table, is in group 2A. So it has 2 valence electrons. So when it has a charge, it's +2. Chlorine, if you've answered all those questions, you know that's -1. So when we form a molecule of calcium and chlorine, we have to balance the charge. So I need 2 chlorine atoms to give me a -2 charge to cancel out the positive charge. And that's really the more complicated version. But for now, I think just being able to understand that chemical formula is a shorthand notation of the symbols is just fine. In the example that I gave you, sodium chloride, the charges do balance. Okay? All right? So that is all we need to do for step 4. Step 5 is the final step for this assignment, and it puts together all these pieces. Okay?